If I just did it as you, that nothing just actually came out. I had a quick little Waikato, still nothing after them. Conversion as education, extermination as landfill military first laws. Stages stuff like that shows that shows the office lead. With it as a lecturer, it's actually really strong. It's a cozy bar in natural, simply in a black hole, with the performance represent pleasure. But an orchestra, she lost out the still first time, and went to the top of his pitch. So that's that, she takes the power to the chair. Some pet that's coming out of the pool area. The culture is happen. What's that from the area? First for the time of that, this year is the key tournaments of the format. So the top of the church, so that is the top of the blood, so that's real out. If I can, still be on that, probably recharges the Saturn, which will shoot their chance of that what it is, and points from £1,000. That's always a bit strapped, but then turns, that's played. If it wasn't strapped there, it's now flat up. It's actually an answer dramatic, which is how you have. And if matter, the card of Chamaria, it's the choice of metals and courage. So the house is over. We also integrated the action. Batman is considered the Earth. But I can left. So the house is so that's Captain. The villain has to below. Steve has a list after one. This is where Steve has a Steve natural sense of it. It's the note to the rush chaos out. It's a kind of it's up. I think that part of the character has to affect the size of this is I can never actually stand ready to touch to see what's in that box or not. That's why I have to pull out here, Livingston. It's the truth. You take a seat, volunteers, so that's the ground outside here. The car to which still managed to see those the area. Okay, so the left. There's a big realization 10 miles out. So they're going to find out. With the help, stand at the top. Your message. Watch 1, watch 2. You manage to release the area. Get below the top. You go to the hatcher. You're no content for that bitch I wanna. I was back to the river, you can MVP in a can. I'm still in Suburbs. It's a pretty big deal. Since I said to you now, she said that's another school. Well, there's the area, somewhere to the church. And I heard the church is gonna have changes, so I was like, fuck no. I can very much get for that. It's good. And I'll try to top. So no love in this place this year. So that's nice to know. Yeah, that's different. That's what I chose with. Stand up backwards. Maybe it's time that it's not so much. Ja, also für wird man aber so. Daher kommt der Traffic Streets and basically to a half of that, so that's the last year. It's one big deal for, so that's another story. This was before how tremendous and super is, which is all is. To feel that step to left, to the good, good on, with and the fierce, and to the left to that, and the trust to do there, as because surplus to your waters, and the area. And the club left to pack the flat glass. Here's the cover out, some good trappers and some servants here. The club do on the pan. Also with power, the hotels on the area, it's on top of the church. So they think here on the pan. Some of that is still in search of themselves. So some stitches there have Flagstaff too. And some others that have stitches that are good enough to it. So I can see if I can do it. There's the forecast the foot. It's been climbed out. On the left side of the top too. So you can see what's in the yard. That bush is then I have all that all of those longer cars. But anyway, I like the rocks and the tunnel is stopped. So it's not out there yet. One of the buckets, there's 3 207s, over 20 an hour. You on the bump top. Dropping out, much out, most time, drop one of the tunnel. And it's one of the tunnel, so it could be the house and so it's a pull out. I decided over that pull out, and that's really kind of I don't know, it's kind of a that's the reaction of it. So I scroll on through pull out. Just a list of the little scroll. So I clicked into the website here. So once you have it with that channel over, pull out channel area. If you have to do it, that's the worst capture of that. The shift happens, so I check the hours out, but somebody, the tunnel, it's still trying to load, but I don't know that it will. And I'm going to have a new service for the scopes on it. I use scopes to enhance the channel, so yes, that's just going to work. And I just do the scopes, it's work outside. As you go home, flex like that. You're going to have a flip for the same. And the surface is not going to turn over. When you put it on out, it's a swell off of pull out, and now it's going to go through that. And so well after that, it's done a bit better. So maybe scope half here. So that's $7 into the back. Pull out. The other Waikato to sleep up in the park of the nights is how they live it. It's gonna turn. So now I got on Flagstaff, there's a train there for the 21. Up to the towards Australia. Now that for left. So now the flat is bus to the opposite south, which is where the lights are. Yeah. Now what's I left one was they're in it for the turn. Another new player just walking comes out. So get into place and check that out for the second set. And it's quite a good mix and after the day and for the podcast and the competitors out to the left. It's coming through the base. They're playing some sort of for the second set now it's out. Now it's a corner of fear is that the top is the reset down in that. Turn up the top is very very clean and back and such. More than 20 minutes later than it's left in first class and the chance to have made the segment. And basically when I school was 54 now. It's playing out my point and making sure that you definitely not. It's the first step. It's the top. It's not that bad on both sides. It's not so much to try to like you could have it as well. You'll have to see that. And then you'll do it. And I see what I'm doing so far. It's actually work back. And also, it's to tell them and that's not the idea. And it's all that for them. That is see what happens. So the other hand to the work with you. It's the one thing I work now and the other hand's going on so that's what I'm assessing this time. So now we're down here. Especially this capacity to the energy is ready for the champion. So once I tell you it's to be done over that area. It's still going. There's a turn. The manager to the poolhouse. That's all. They tell me putting out there. Just to try everything still clean out. Things just keep on the back of the restaurant with the corner. Way to out to the one. It's a real difference coming in as you clean out. The other portions of it. There's good essence now for the poolhouse here. It's one with the now it's the attack for the second set. Then after the other crash on the one side. It's now open and there's one of the clocks for the second. So it's going to have some good shit going now. This is it after the pool up it's syrup here. It's just popped it. Plus there is control here. He's going to feel out the back. Just mixing things a little bit. The execution here I think. And segments of it I see it. We'll check that. Let's go back to here. Really down there. Just back to check with my folks inside the first set. Good hand out like I have it. Yes. One second now. Up to this 22 now. So the best will look to the earth. And I know the second thing.
Coming away into centre field now. And they've earned themselves a penalty here. The Suburbs tackler there, not rolling away quickly enough. And I suspect they're under a, yep, not 10 metres there. So the referee will bring them back. And they'll tap and go again through the captain, co-captain, Vasta for Pirongia. Ball spurting out the front of that ruck and Suburbs go back and dive over it, but we'll reset play with a set piece here. Just a bit too messy there. The referee will reset here through a scrum to Suburbs.
I've gone wrong on the
Suburbs, and they take the ball up inside the Pirongia 22. And they get the rumble on there through the forwards. And it's been stolen here by Pirongia, but a penalty will go against the Pirongia side here. And it's taken quickly again by Suburbs. Cruising down that left-hand side touchline. And another penalty here.
Right.
The penalty starting to rack up here now for Suburbs side. And they're at the right end of the field to put some points on as they take it quickly, and they're going to run it straight up the middle. It's a strong carry there from the number 3, I think, Grace Tunga.
Cheers, mate.
And 5 more points there to Suburbs. A lot of sustained pressure there for Pirongia to encounter. And too much here. Strong carry there.
Yeah, pressure told in the end, Andrew Verco. Do apologise about the sound though, and I do appreciate those that have messaged me to say the issues were happening. We'll have a look at the replay here. No, we won't. Didn't work. So, as the conversion's unsuccessful, 10-0 with just over 13 to go.
So Pirongia regrouping under the sticks now as they come forward for the restart.
I blame Pirongia here just to let themselves catch a breath and you know, have a rethink about what they are doing on attack. They built up a lot of pressure though leading up to that try.
Yeah, they certainly had to do a lot of tackling, so you can understand them breathing a little heavily as the restart is claimed by the Suburbs side. It's recycled well. It's in the hands of the number 20 there for Suburbs now, as they rumble their way up towards the halfway line. It's in the hands of the try scorer, I believe, the number 3, Grace Tunga. As the number 8 comes steaming onto the ball there, Rupena. And it's a great go forward ball as Suburbs rumble their way up inside the 10 metre line now. Pirongia half. It's there again at the base of the ruck. This time they switch to the left. It's in the hands of number 3 again. Another strong carry. And out towards the winger now. A great bump off there from the left winger. Good pass on the inside. And some great cover defence there from Pirongia, getting back and getting a fingertip in the way of that pass, which almost certainly would have led to a try there for Suburbs.
I think it was even less than a fingertip that got in the way of that pass.
The edge of a fingernail. That's good go. Great work over the ball there from Pirongia.
Might be the halfback there. No, it's the number 7, sorry. Ella Kirarus, Lebanese name, she tells me. I messaged her yesterday and said, how do you say it?
She's the captain there today as well, by the looks of it. Great work over the ball.
Captain's Georgia Davies, who
Apologies.
was in 7.
I see.
This
Well,
kick hasn't gone out.
If she keeps turning the ball over like that, she might earn herself the captain's armband. Great work. In the hands of Suburbs now though, back deep inside their half here, on the 10 metre line.
You know, I think it's not for releasing, I believe it.
So Pirongia now, it's a handy penalty for them. An opportunity for them to attack.
I'm going to call a scrum here, which of course now in with free kicks she can no longer go to the scrum, but penalties she can. I love we do have a third commentator in the booth here, Andrew.
Certainly got a future. As we have a scrum set here now for the Pirongia side. Just getting a few shoelaces done up here, are we, Bev?
Yeah, looks it. Good win to the Chiefs last night, 27-10, reclaiming the #1 spot on the ladder.
I didn't see the game, Bev. Any highlights or any talking points?
No, not I didn't see any either.
It's a great run. Oh, dearie me. It's a great run off the back of the scrum. It's...
Well, the tackle itself is legal, but I think what she's done that is wrong is the penalty's gone the other way, okay?
Oh, I don't know for me, Bev.
Not too sure what's happened there, but Suburbs that have got the penalty.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that works, but nonetheless, Suburbs with a clearing kick to touch.
Pirongia's doing a lot of the kicking today.
Rightio, here we are, the Suburbs now. With the throw into the line out through the number 20. We've got a good position here. Great work from the cameraman. Suburbs now, it's a nice little line out move. Good clean ball off the top for Suburbs. Get it out to centre field there through the number 2. Ali. And that's great enterprising rugby from Suburbs. Great distribution through the hands, and the number 12.
Lisa Laulu.
Laulu there, the try scorer for Suburbs. All set up from a really solid set piece there, Bev.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Holly Robinson and the number 2, as you said, made that original break, and then Tiana Feeney and the number 14 was playing support play. She gave a great ball there to Laulu, who, in my opinion, really deserved a try in this first half.
Yes, great work from the number 12 there for Suburbs. On the end of a strong piece of play from Suburbs, and that extends their lead now 15 points to 0. With the kick to come, and it's over. 17 points to 0 now. Suburbs woman leading the Pirongia, the visitors.
Yeah, Pirongia also, I was having a chat to Sarah, the co-manager, who was actually listed to play, but isn't. They've grabbed a few netball players to come and play their first season of rugby as well. So Pirongia, they're trying to build as a team. Both sides came into the championship last year for the first time. So two, relatively new teams.
Grace Tonga in the hands of the try scorer now.
So two, relatively new teams.
Yeah, Suburbs now really hot on attack. Pirongia be desperate to get their hands on the ball, but it's another strong carry there this time from the number 8, Rupena. And they're on the 22 now, inside the Pirongia half. As the Suburbs troops are marshalled out to the right this time. It's in the hands of the number 1. This almost breaks through the first line of defence, Tomato. Now it's back through the number 7. So, and there's a penalty now against Pirongia for hands in the ruck, I think, or no, sorry, maybe entry into the ruck. And it's taken quickly. And that'll be it's a strong carry. She's made it through the first line. She finds it in the hands of the open side. She's hit high there by the cover defence. The ref's going to the pocket here. It's a yellow card.
Yeah, it looked a bit reckless, that tackle. And Shane was there in the right position. As you and I would know, it's all about positioning.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a high contact there, just on the cover defence. Clipping the number 8 there for Pirongia. That's Davies.
I think they've called for a scrum here.
Are you coming over yet?
5 minutes. Look at the clock. 3 minutes.
There's no clock. Dad, there's no clock here. There's no clock.
Yeah, look, by the goalpost. So scrum time now for Pirongia on the back of that penalty. And they've got the one-person advantage now. Uncontested scrums here. And so, it's a
Bit of a
challenging,
worm burner.
challenging pass, but well picked up there, and strong carry back against the angle there for Pirongia. At 8 metres away from the half-metre line, Pirongia territory, as they spit it out to the right now. And there's some strong defence in centre field. And Pirongia recycle and go again. They'll come swinging out to the left now. They got numbers out here if they can find hands. It's in the hands of the number 12 now, and she straightens the line. That's a great run there from Foss for Pirongia. You're up over the halfway line now. The winger there at playing halfback, and the ball has come back now in the hands of Davies. She carries it forward again. Oh, a great little breakaway here. She's found herself an open space, the big lock. Finds the pass on the outside to the number 21. And Pirongia all touchdown. Great try from the Pirongia side. And she'll run it round under the post. The number 21 for Pirongia.
Yeah, I think that one's missed the
Not on the sheet here, but excellent finish there from the right winger there.
Well, it was a
for
great
Pirongia.
break from the I think it was one of the locks that made that initial break, and I was just a little bit worried she'd run away from her support. No one had really gone with her, but in the end the 21 backed up really nicely. It was a little bit of a loopy pass, but in the end found the player, and 5, maybe 7 to Pirongia, and something they needed bang on half time.
Yeah, it was an amazing run there from the forward there. I'm just trying to catch your number as she turns around. But she had a great turn of pace. I think she caught everyone off guard.
I think even the Suburbs girls were a little bit surprised originally.
She was gone. She ran a good almost 30 metres and then found the winger on the outside. Sonny Bill Williams type rugby that.
Nothing wrong with a bit of champagne rugby.
I think it actually might have been the number 1.
Actually, yes, it is the number 1. I thought it was the locks just going by her size, by her height. But that is half time here. We're back shortly. Suburbs leading 17-5 over Pirongia. Game number 1 of 3 today here at Flagstaff Park. No mai, hoki mai, welcome back to Flagstaff Park. It is the second half of game 1 of 3 today. Just a reminder, you may have seen in the comments that the Bees game will be live streamed under the women's link as the restart here goes through the hands of Pirongia. They're on their own 22. They split the ball out to the right, bit of a worm burner. Out of 1. My co-commentator's run off my team list, so I do apologise. They're in front of their own horns. Good tackle in from Suburbs. Still the ball with Pirongia. Now kick through from the base of the ruck. Suburbs going back to Pirongia's 10. Now goes through the half-back. Now they come left with the number 14. There for the number 8. Rapena over the 22. Good carry from her. Sorry, Rapena's the number 8 for Pirongia, not Suburbs. Now the Suburbs are inside the 22. Building strong here to start the second half. Pirongia there to make a good tackle. Still with Suburbs on that right wing. And we'll wait and see what the call is. They're over in the corner. Yes, the try is scored. And Suburbs open up the account to start the second half. Oh, they've come out to play, definitely, Suburbs. There's now 22-5 kick to come. Bevan Jenkinson with you. Andrew Verco has disappeared on me for a second. Rob Shannon on camera today. Always a big thanks to Rob, makes my life easier if I don't have to do camera, as the conversion's unsuccessful. Rob. I was just going to ask Rob about something, but I think he is finally listening to a doco. If you're ever in Thames and want something to do, go and see the Aviator Experience. Get to fly World War II with modern day jets through virtual reality. Awesome time. There's a little short stab here from Pirongia. Might just get over the 10-metre line. So play on is the call. The game almost stopped right there. Now they're 5 metres inside their own half. It's to get up towards halfway. And pass is not a great one in front of the player. So it's been knocked on. And Pirongia will have a scrum on Suburbs side of halfway. Uncontested scrums like they were in the first half. They come to the left. Pirongia in there, black, white and pink. A little tip through from the base of the ruck. Nobody home. Chase is going on. Pirongia get to it. They're on the Suburbs 22. There's a bit of a melee and a penalty. Hands in the ruck coming. So, Pirongia, they've called a scrum here by the look of things. Yep. That is what the call is. Good to have you wherever you're tuned in, folks. The Bees game against Pirongia coming up at 1 o'clock, as I said, under the women's live stream link, since this one was under the Bees. And then at 2:45, it's the Division 1 Mulu Shield defending champions, Suburbs, taking on Pirongia. The triple header here at Flagstaff Park. There's balls at the back of the scrum. They come to the right. They've got numbers. Nice little pass, floated pass, but it's been knocked backwards and then kicked through here from Pirongia. Just outside the Suburbs 22. Pick and go from the base of the ruck, from the number 20. And not rolling is the call going against Suburbs. So a couple of penalties here for Pirongia. They've tapped and gone quick. Under a penalty advantage again. Not back 10 is the call. Taps and they go left through the smaller numbers. Here goes the number 1 who's already scored a try. Nice little offload away. And it's been knocked on. So another get out of jail free card here for Suburbs. So now I've realised where my team lists were. What doc are you listening to, Rob?
Nothing at the moment.
Oh, nothing, you just got it in. Just been the one Suburbs try, the second half. Fire goes herself. Nice offload on the ground. No, good, even better tackle coming in on Tamori. Paya goes, kicks it downfield. Suburbs having to go back. Picked up there by Vasta. The co-captain, as there's a penalty. Again for Suburbs, the penalty count in the second half going against them at the moment. I was wondering what you'd done with my team list, Andrew. No, well, I didn't think what I was seeing right in front of me with him. And Suburbs, they've called Pirongia, sorry, they've called a scrum on the Suburbs 10 metre line.
Oh, what a morning.
That's not a bad way to start a rugby season. 3 games.
Absolutely, Bev. Right into the thick of it. A great day down here at Suburbs.
My only problem is they've got one more cricket game left to do tomorrow at 9 o'clock in Auckland.
You're a busy man, Bev.
Suck of a punishment, they say. Vasta goes herself, puts a little kick in. I don't think her backs were realised that's what she was going to do with. Suburbs have it on their 22. Breaks out of 2 tackles. She's got open space, has she? There's good chase coming in from the number 20 of Pirongia. Tarafiti Paiwai. Now they're with the number 11 of Paleone. And being turned over here from Pirongia. Georgia Davis and the number 8. This is a chip from the base of the ruck. It's been charged down. Been picked up here from Vasta. It was her kick that was charged down, and it's a penalty against Pirongia. Not rolling is the call. That might be Suburbs' first penalty in the game, in the second half, sorry. It's a bit of rain spot, Andrew.
Just a few drops, I think. It's a bit of light mist falling over the area at the moment.
I was actually more worried with the original forecast that my laptop might get fried in the heat without the humidity. I haven't seen too much warmth today, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think the laptop will be fine in that area today, Bev.
Line out 5 metres inside the Pirongia 22 here for Suburbs. What's an underarm pass here to the line out, Andrew? No, the towel. We do. Uncontested, so there was Suburbs. Strong running cut here for Ali. Now, nice ball there too. No, and she might get over here. Yes, she does. And another 5-pointer here for Suburbs. good pressure on attack, Andrew.
Yeah, good start into the second half. Early doors here for Suburbs. Nice little break down the left-hand side and then sustained pressure.
I really need to go to the other
Rob,
side.
sorry, did you get a number? No? Okay. Team try, we'll call it.
Team try for Suburbs. Too much possession and too much pressure. Converted into points.
And the conversion's unsuccessful. Yeah, but I'm liking what I see from Pirongia in this half. They've come out strong. I mean, they didn't finish the first half on a bad note. Actually, they finished it on a pretty good note. They scored a try.
Probably doesn't get much better than that, to be fair. And they're certainly in the fight here, Pirongia. They've showed some really good signs.
Yeah, 10.5 gone, second half, 27-5. Just the two unconverted tries since half time. Some tired bodies out there though.
Yeah, they've done a lot of tackling and a lot of defence from Pirongia. So, I mean, their best chance is getting their hands on the ball here, isn't it? And getting some possession going their ways. Otherwise, it could be a few more points here for Suburbs today.
Well, I keep saying I hate cliches, but the biggest one, you can't score a try without the ball, is this restart goes inside the 22 of Suburbs. With the right wing of Rupena. It's been squirted out on the Pirongia side. They go back to the Suburbs 10 metre line. Himari Simon with ball for the first time today. Suburbs have turned it back over. Slips out of 1, out of 2, out of 3. Might be held back. She gets a good offload away to the number 12 of Laulu. Her first run of the second half. Definitely not the game though. Now comes out towards this right wing. Thinking, diving around goes the 25. Inside ball. And it's actually found a Pirongia player. They go back to their own 5 metre line. In front of their own horns. Big tackle coming in. Big muscle defence there from the number 8 of Suburbs. Pirongia is still with it. Up towards the 22 goes the number 12 of Emma Foss. Now things just settle a little bit. Now it goes to the left. Over the 22 they go. Pick and go. Now it comes to the right. Cuts back inside. Offloading the tackle. Going a metre outside their own 22 though. Still with the possession. Good grass tackle coming in from Suburbs. Now they come right. Now towards this near wing. Going to come back inside as the number 11 of Rain Burness. And a penalty for a high shot. Goes the way of Suburbs. Sorry, holding on is the call. Better have it, not need it.
Just in case.
Yeah. Thank you, Rayleigh, for thinking of us and Rob. Good Suburbs man that he is. He's just finished playing cricket this season, haven't you, Ray? No? Oh, you have. His Suburbs kick for the corner. This line out takes place 7 metres outside the 22. Another underarm pass. Oh, contested and won by Pirongia at the front. They've lost a few metres though. Suburbs trying to disrupt. They can't. Now it comes left. Nice loopy ball. It's been knocked back from Pirongia. They're 10 metres out from their own line now. They've gone back 20 metres. Quarters to go left, that's where they go. Suburbs up to making their tackles. And a penalty off the feet is a call and a relieving one, Andrew.
Yeah, good call from the ref there. It's just a player that just went flying in and dived over the ruck. And he just put that in the back pocket. And there were certainly numbers out to the left there for Pirongia. They just couldn't quite find the hands. But they're showing a lot of heart, aren't they, Bev, Pirongia?
Oh, they're not going down and wondering.
They're contesting in line outs, they're tackling their hearts out. And now they've got another chance here to get out of their own end zone.
As soon as they mount Manganui, have copped the rain. The toss has just been done there. New Zealand batting in the third one-day international.
Wow. Some good drainage over in Bay Oval.
Pirongia running out from their own line, get up towards the 22. You have the try scorer of Akuhata. And Suburbs are turning over, and they're going to capitalise with a 5-pointer. Yes, they will. Not sure what happened there, but it's the number one of Tino Tamori who's gone over.
Yeah, capitalising on some ball on the ground there. She's had some strong carries today, the number one for Suburbs. And there's no stopping her 10 metres out from the line. She put the foot down and went all the way. And the Suburbs forwards have been very strong here today, Bev, haven't they? Good carries, great meterage, and a couple of both the props have scored tries. And so you'd say some real strength up front for Suburbs as the conversion is successful, I think.
Yes, it is. 34-5. Just under 24 to play. Yeah, both teams. I was just a little bit worried coming in first game of the season about them just trying to commit, but both teams haven't found that issue at all. And as you touched on in the first half, it is going to be soft underground with all that rain that we've had. And no, we aren't playing on Bay Oval. So you expect it to be a bit muddy and a bit sticky. You definitely want the long sprigs out.
Definitely want the long sprigs. And saying that, the ground does look in pretty good condition here, doesn't it, Bev? Nice green covering, and there's certainly no surface water. So you've got to take your hats off to the grounds people here, and all around the regions, I guess. They would have had some hard work over the last 24 hours.
Definitely, as the restart goes towards the Suburbs 22. It's brought back by the number 8 of Samelo Repena. Gets a good offload there to Paya, up towards the halfway line. Paya marshalling her troops. They go right. There the number 14 of Sabrina Repena. On the halfway line. They come right. 5 metres inside the Pirongia half. And it'll be a penalty going against Pirongia.
Yeah, just a ruck form there, and then some late hands in there.
Going to say it looks like one big raking hand coming in.
It is tempting when the ball's just sitting there, but the referee had already called a ruck there, or a breakdown, I should say, probably, this day and age.
You're showing your old age there, Andrew. No wonder you're late with the Zimmer frame you brought.
I know, there's a lot of problems in my life, Bev, what can I say?
Line out here, 6 metres outside the 22 for Suburbs. When was the last time you saw a good underarm pass for a line out?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, testing my memory. 1980s, the Chapels, it's a good underarm pass.
Yeah, that might have been a different sport though. And it's Pirongia have managed to pinch 2 in a row here against the throw, but they're on their own 22, under advantage. Breaks out of one. Another tackle being made, this time from Sabrina Repena. They come to the right, spotting a hole, gets through the hole. There's a fullback in there waiting, cuts back inside, has to get some support. Emma Foss over the halfway line. This time Renee Buster over the 10-metre line. Good breakout from Pirongia. And a penalty coming, not rolling, going against Suburbs.
Great attack there from Pirongia. And second 5 there. Foss finding some space on the outside and showed a good turn of pace to hit the gap. And just didn't have any support there to link up with anyone, but fantastic piece of attack there from Pirongia.
We're getting a few aftershocks from the earlier earthquake, are we, Rob? Yeah.
And another chance here now for Pirongia from a set piece, the scrum. Centre field here. Got options left and right.
Yeah, I think both teams have, in this position, have really gone 4-2 to the left, which is where Suburbs have gone. But their first receiver, the number 10 for Pirongia, sorry, Jess Haldane, still sitting in that pocket, or as a referee you'd call that the jockey. Can't remember, now I do remember who was talking about the jockey position during the week as a referee. They might come right here, they do. Pirongia. Buster goes himself, gets the offload away to Nonu. Now out to the left wing of Nevea Palioni. She's knocked it on though. Cleaned up by Suburbs number 11, which is, sorry, Palioni. It was the 11 of Jetta Ketty who's on the field.
There's a great little move there from the Pirongia 9 though. She just held the ball out in front and drew both defenders, and then put the pass on the outside, but couldn't quite hit the bread basket there of the right winger.
I'd say for Pirongia, their player of the day would be a toss between Brianna Paya, no sorry, Renee Foster and Jess Akuhata, the number 1. It's a feed here just outside the 22 for Paya. They're going to feed the backs to the right. Pirongia trying to make the tackles. Good leg movement here from Suburbs though, up towards their own 10-metre line. Now it comes to the right. Setting up 5 metres inside the half. They come to the left. It's been knocked backwards, back into the hands of Samilo Repena. And I think there might have been a call of offside there, Andrew.
Yeah, I think unfortunately just touched the player in front, so it was an offside.
There's a kick through, it's a quick tap. Suburbs, Palioni's going back, and just wait and see what's happened here. I think Palioni might have grounded it. Andrew, you might have had a better angle on that? No?
Not quite sure. They might be going, maybe it's gone dead potentially, and they're going back for a scrum. Is it not a goal line drop out? Do we have those? Or?
Okay, 22 metre called.
Okay, we'll
go with what the referee says.
We'll play a 22 here and restarted there from Suburbs.
See, number 12 of, Emma Foss, who's also had a strong running game up towards the 22. No halfback here for Pirongia. Eventually someone does play at it. Come to the right, here for Himari Simon. 5 metres outside the Suburbs 22. With Akuhata. Nice ball out to the right for Haldane. Big tackles coming in from Suburbs though. And it's a penalty. So hands in the ruck. And they've tapped and gone it quickly again. Goes Vasta. She's gone with no support though. She gets the ball, lets go of the ball, and then gets to her feet again. 3 metres out from the line here for Pirongia. Ball at the back of the ruck. Pick and go here from the number 20 of Tarafiti. Pawai, she goes close. And just wait and see what the call is. And it'll be a scrum. I'd say it's going to be a scrum here to Pirongia. It will be a Pirongia.
5 metre scrum.
5 metre scrum, they come to the left. Haldane, long wiping ball out to the centre of Katie King. She's met a good tackle, gets a good offload away. It's loose ball out the back. Nice going back to the 22. Still with ball, good smacking tackle in there. or Waikato it used to be. Now Jess Akohata, with her big tall frame. And still alive, but it's there with Suburbs this time. Another turnover. And it has been knocked on, I think, so it'll be a scrum to Suburbs on their own 5 metre line.
Yeah, just lost in contact there, I think, by one of the forwards. And they will come back and play the scrum. But good attack there from Pirongia and great defence from Suburbs, not letting their opponents cross their white line.
Actually, it's a Pirongia feed, apologies. Muster goes himself. Muster, sorry, brought down a bit of a high shot. Still going with ball. It's gone laterally, and we might see the second yellow card. I actually forgot Suburbs started the second half with the player down. And it looks as though they'll be down another player again for another 10 metres. 10 minutes, sorry. One of those.
Could be a new rule, lose a player for 10 metres. And again, it was similar to the first yellow, wasn't it? Where just breaking through the attacking line and just a little bit careless rather than anything too dangerous. But nonetheless, high contact and
consistently called as well.
Yep, be very good around the high tackles here today, referee Campbell. Pirongia with another chance
Buster out towards the right for the number 11 of Kitty, and Kitty might have got in here. And she's been bundled into touch by the look of things. So Suburbs will have a 5 metre line out, I think. You know, it's been a scrum here. It'll be a Suburbs ball. And a Paya, who's also had a strong game wearing number 9. They're going to run it from their own horns. Good pass, finding holes. They'll shut down though from Pirongia. Pirongia putting on the pressure though, and they've turned it over. Himari Simon, with ball. Now it's good out Suburbs way. Turnover after turnover. Who likes a good bakery? Kick going down towards the halfway line. Pirongia going back. Suburbs there to meet her. They've got numbers though, Pirongia with them. Getting over the halfway line. Ella Kiraru's with ball, but Suburbs back with a turnover. Get back to her feet with ball. 2 minutes short of the halfway line. Still on their side of halfway. Now they come left through Manasa Timu. Pirongia told to leave it alone. As play on is the call. Nice ball out the back, and it's been knocked backwards, has it? No, it hasn't. It has been knocked on. And Suburbs were actually looking quite strong there, Andrew.
Yeah, another good piece of attacking play down the left, and they've certainly thrown the ball around here today, Suburbs, haven't they?
Yeah.
So when you play with that amount of enthusiasm, sometimes the passes don't stick.
Stoppage in play as one of the Suburbs players have gone down in back play. What are the Suburbs sponsors since the Sponsors Day, Andrew?
The game won't go far without sponsors, Bev. We always need good sponsors through all levels of community rugby. And Suburb sponsors, of course, Apex Property Group, Collingwood's Cross Country Equipment, the Grassroots Trust, ICE Interiors, J Mark Plumbing, Jim Wright Motor Group, Joe's Garage, Lone Star, Mackerel Murcott, the Lion Foundation, Tilt Construction, Waikato Trades Collective, Well Energy Trust, XP Electrical, and of course the great Wright Civil Construction.
Now the reason why Wright Civil Construction is on the end of that list is that I was talking to Mr. Josh Wright the other night. I go, oh hang on, I think I've left a sponsor off my list, and I had. So that was a last minute inclusion there for Wright Civil Construction, unfortunately.
Sure, he's a good man. He's a good man, Josh Wright.
Apex Solutions, though, they're the number one sponsor for Suburbs these days, this season. But as you said, Andrew, sports and organisations can't go anywhere with the without the beneficiary of local support.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure these sponsors do a lot for this club and keeps the bills paid. So no doubt Suburbs will be grateful for all of those contributions.
Don't forget 1 o'clock on the Women's Link is the Division 1B game between these two clubs. Is Pirongia up over their 10 metre line, under advantage. And they'll tap and go quickly. Goes Buster. She's by her own. She's got a couple of Suburbs players with her. She's going to put a little grubber through. Who's it going to sit up for? It could be Buster herself.
Oh.
And we'll just wait and see what the call is. It's been knocked on. Suburbs with ball. Tell you what, Pirongia have been playing an excellent second half. Suburbs, though, they're not going to go down without a good fight. 34-5. They've doubled their score since half time. Now comes to the right. Busting tackles, but still brought to ground. 5 metres inside their own 22. Paya with her own little kick through. Cleaned up there with nice hands. The number 20 of Tarafiti Paiwai. I'll get it right eventually. Nice ball to the left there for Robinson. As Suburbs have turned it back over. Now it's been booted ahead. Nobody back home, so Pirongia having to go back. We've got a couple of players there. Been knocked backwards. Still with them on the halfway line. Asking for a bit of support. And Suburbs have turned it over. Pirongia back with it. And she's done well to hang on there. They come left. Good strong carry. Pirongia 12 metres inside the Suburbs half. They come to the right. There with Hamadi Simon. And she's not lost it. Might have been ripped away by Suburbs.
Yeah, they were stripped out there, Bev.
They've got it 15 metres inside their half.
Too old. It's some enterprising rugby. It's sort of end-to-end stuff at the moment, Bev.
Well, I thought that's the reason why I should do the sponsors then, mate. We haven't had that much chance with all these turnovers. There has been a knock-on eventually.
Settle it down with a scrum.
You're an apple turnover man, Andrew, or do you like apple turnovers?
I don't mind an apple turnover with a bit of icing on top. Bit of that white substance on top.
There's a Pirongia player down at the moment.
Can't say enough good things about that Pirongia halfback though, Bev. It was a little while ago now, but another great piece of individual brilliance. Almost scored a try in the corner.
Well, I think she realised, Renee Vasta, she didn't have too many options to her, as there's probably 2 or 3 Suburbs player and another Pirongia player was about 5 metres behind her. So it wasn't a little bad option to put that kick through.
Yeah, it was a great option, and
unfortunately, we were blocked a little bit by the light post here.
well, I thought someone might have had hold of her jersey too. To be fair, yeah, could have gone either way. But a great piece of rugby from the Pirongia side. They've certainly left it all out on the field, even though the scoreboard perhaps reflects a more one-sided scoreline.
Doesn't tell the full picture as Vasta puts in a good tackle. Still with Suburbs. And they've knocked it on. A lot of tired bodies out there, I think, Andrew, just taking toll at the moment.
Yeah, like we've been talking about those. Certainly throwing the ball around, so you can understand why there might be a bit of fatigue in the legs. Some of the players. And Pirongia with another opportunity now. Down inside the Suburbs half. See if they can come away with a consolation try.
Be your favourite player, Vasta, at the back of the scrum.
It's a good pass.
Come to the open. There with Tarapiti Paiwai. Some good tackles coming in from Suburbs. Pirongia trying to settle it, they do. Tarapiti Paiwai out to the left. Now there for the fullback and kind of snatched at that. So, no, it's gone backwards is the call. Now they come open, no blind to play with. Cuts back inside. Up towards the 22 goes Pirongia. Definitely the scoreline not showing the second half effort. And a penalty goes the way of Suburbs.
Well, they've certainly very strong on defence, Suburbs, aren't they? And they've earned themselves some good penalties here today from on the back of some really stern defence. And they'll clear away from their end zone now and see if they've got one more try left in them here in the last couple of minutes of this match.
It is that great banner on the other scaffolding there, Andrew. I tell you what, I couldn't draw a stick, let alone what they've drawn.
It's very impressive. It's quite a large banner too, isn't it?
It is.
It's a very impressive effort from whoever's pulled that together.
Yeah, it looks as though a couple of changes here for Pirongia. As the ball's there for... It's going to be with the Mountain Ladies. Come towards the open. Suburbs still applying pressure, but Pirongia with ball still. Comes out towards the right. There with the number 12. Good carry there from Foss. Now Tarapiti Paiwai. In the middle of the field. Suburbs have turned it over illegally. Shane Campbell telling the lady on the floor, you're on the ground. There's no subtlety about those sort of things, Andrew, as a referee is there.
Not at all. Looks like we're going to have another scrum, are we, Bev?
We're going to end the game, I think, the way we started it with 1 million scrums. If you are looking to get back into the sport of rugby, folks are always in the need of referees. Andrew Bowe is the man at the Waikato Rugby Union to contact. Or even if you're an assistant referee or touch judge, club rugby. This ball's gone out the back and this time it's been knocked on again. Especially when you've got old fellas like you and me, Andrew Verco, that break down even with the sight of a whistle.
Yeah, mine passed my prime. Time for the
had a prime, did you?
Time for the young guys like Shane Campbell to give it a go.
And Taka Keegan, who was giving us poor excuses, I believed, earlier.
Yeah, good to see Te Taka.
I mean, he was around before I started refereeing.
Yeah, he's a good man. I love Te Taka Keegan.
Fire. To the right, therefore, Laulu. Had quite a second half compared to her first. Goes to the right. There's the number 21. Breaking tackles over the over the halfway line. Over the 10-metre line goes Falilua Sal. And it's been knocked on. And a scrum feed here for Pirongia, 11 metres inside the half.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a good example of a lot of play here today from Suburbs. Good strong attack, making good meterage up the field. strong carries, and we'll have time for at least one more scrum here today.
Are you this way?
Vasta looking just to pass at this time. Tarafiti Pawai up over the 5 metres outside the halfway. Appeal for no release. I don't think she was held though. Now it comes right. There with Himari Simon. They go right again, and been knocked on here from Palaoni. Suburbs, so Pirongia is still with it. Your Jetta Kitty, who's had a strong game coming onto the field. Now the number 2, we've got this Holly Robinson, but I don't think it is. Now with Jessa Akuhata, sorry. And they'll come back for a knock on as we're near the end of this game. Don't forget, folks, coming up at 1 o'clock, so in quarter of an hour on the women's live stream link, as this one's on the 1B, you'll have the Division 1B match between Suburbs and Pirongia. Andrew, you sticking around?
We'll see.
We'll see.
To be determined.
Funny enough, I will. I think Rob is as well, so. The scrum for Pirongia will be 5 metres inside their own half. 15 in from touch.
Can we get some chips?
Yes.
They come left. With a worm burner pass from Vasta to Tarafiti Pawai. As they've lost a few metres. Might have been stripped here from Suburbs. It has. No, it hasn't. It's been put on here, sorry.
The siren goes in back play there, Bev. It's the last throw of the dice here for both sides.
On the 10-metre line, Pirongia, what will it do to their confidence if they can score a try to end things? They definitely deserve it. Some great footwork there in the tackle as Suburbs have turned things back over. All of a sudden they're back on attack. Caught down 8 metres inside the Pirongia half. And it's been knocked on. And Shane Campbell says that is full time. Andrew Verco, we've definitely had a good game of rugby to kick things off.
Yeah, great start to the Women's Championship, thank you. Here was Suburbs, clear victors over the visitors Pirongia, 34 points to 5. And the attack and the go forward ball of Suburbs was really too strong today against a valiant Pirongia side who tackled hard and showed some good signs of promise, but Suburbs too strong here today, Bev.
Absolutely. All right, folks, we'll be back in quarter of an hour under the women's live stream link for the Division 1B game, round 1 of Waikato Rugby